Was Julius Caesar a homosexual? During his lifetime, he was heaped with diatribes. The senator Bibulus called him Queen of Bithynia, the senator Dolabella a royal mistress, and Curio the elder the stable of Nicomedes. The senile senator Octavius is said to have welcomed Pompey as king and Caesar as queen. After his Gallic triumph, even his own soldiers could not help themselves from vile songs. They sang,
Caesar had conquered Gaul, but Nicomedes had conquered Caesar.
But what about the rumors? Was Caesar really gay or at least bisexual? Caesar vehemently denies these allegations. In this video, I want to explore the real truth behind these rumors. In his work De Vita Caesarum, Suetonius writes in detail about the love life of Julius Caesar. However, his work not only reports on the supposedly homosexual relationship between Caesar and Nicomedes, but also extensively on his life as a womanizer. His opponents called him every woman's men and every man's women. The reputation of unnatural unchastity and adulterous relationships clung to him throughout his life. He is said to have had relationships with many aristocratic women. Some of them were even married. The sheer number of stories with women alone suggests that Caesar was clearly not gay. But why was the rumor so strong that he was homosexual or allegedly enjoyed relationships with men? Let's take a closer look at the story between him and King Nicomedes IV. Around 80 BC, the young, just 20 years old, Caesar joined the staff of Marcus Minucius Thermus, the at this time current governor of Asia, as an officer. Thermus has been engaged in bringing Mytilene under Roman control via a siege. He dispatched Caesar to solicit a fleet from allied Bithynian king Nicomedes IV. Caesar successfully completed his task and Nicomedes sent his fleet. Thanks to Caesar's help, Mytilene was finally conquered. For this, Caesar was awarded the Corona Civica, one of the highest military awards in the Roman Empire. The rumor about the relationship did not spread because he did his job and was able to convince Nicomedes, but because he lingered at court longer than was necessary, enjoying the company of the Bithynian court. He is said to have taken the passive part in the relationship. As King Nicomedes was socially superior to Caesar, it could well be possible that he demanded sexual favors for his help. Caesar, who was 20 and still at the beginning of his career, needed military and political successes in order to be able to rise socially. Besides that, many male nobles already had homosexual experiences during their childhood, even if these were usually not voluntary. If pederasty was normal in Rome, why not between two grown men? In ancient Rome, they defined themselves more in form of gender identity instead of sexual orientation. There was a division into penetrators and those who got penetrated. The penetrator was an adult male of citizen status. He had the active sexual role and configured himself as dominant and masculine. The penetrated got characterized as womanish, servile, and emasculated, which suited to prostitutes, slaves, and women. It was a huge social problem when a citizen male took the passive part in an homoerotic encounter. Nicomedes was also a foreigner, so it was an even greater insult. Caesar will probably have weighed both sides carefully. The relationship could have been a kind of barter from which both benefited in the end. It also sounds plausible because Caesar was considered very handsome in his younger years. It is said that he was meticulous about his appearance, which, according to Suetonius, was the reason why he was so well received by women. It can be assumed that Caesar was heterosexual, with an at best opportunistic disposition to do anything to gain more power and influence. There is a second person with whom he is accused of having a homosexual relationship. His name, Marcus Vitruvius Mamurra. He served as an officer under Caesar for a long time and thereby acquired enormous wealth. Catullus accuses him of having gotten the wealth through sexual services, but later apologizes, which is why there is probably no truth to this rumor. I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be a part 2 about homosexuality in ancient Rome, so stay tuned. See you next time. Your geek philosopher.